Hey everyone, today we're doing a nice 30-minute gentle full body Pilates sculpt. No equipment needed. When you're ready, let's take it to the mat. We're starting standing with some head rolls. Pick a direction and give me some head rolls. Nice and easy, just warming everything up. Taking your time. Good, and then switch sides. Head rolls in the other direction. Nice. Now we're going to catch your head over towards the left. Left hand grabs your head. Feel that nice neck stretch. And with your right hand, make a nice jazz hand, reaching strong towards the ground. Good. Right shoulder's down. And let's switch sides. Grab your head. Opposite hand makes a jazz hand, stretching out your neck. Left shoulder down. And shake it out. Give me some big arm circles going back. Good. Swinging up and around, stretching everything out. Picking up lots of space. Awesome. Let's switch directions. Big arm circles moving forward. Try to hit every corner of those half circles. And let's hold your arms out to the side, palms flip down. We're taking small circles going back, small and fast. Arms are directly at shoulder height. Firing up our shoulders here. So feet are about hip width apart, hold your core. And take those gentle arm circles moving back, option to move a little faster. And same deal, let's switch directions, arm circles moving forward. Good. Make them nice and small. You can move slow or fast. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Hold those arms out to the side and flappy burps. Pump those arms up and down as fast as you can, like you're flapping bird wings. Your entire arm flaps. Engage your back, shoulders away from your ears, palms flip down. Nice, hold your center. Hold the arms out to the side and shake it out. Let's stretch your arms. Reach your left arm across your chest and give your shoulder a nice stretch. And let's switch sides, stretch your right arm. Shake that out. Good. All right, we're going to work our hip circles with our legs. Knee goes front and out to the side, warming up our hips nice and gently. You could take your hands to your hips for balance. Lift your knee up and around to the side, making little half circles with your legs. And we're just going to reverse the direction with those leg circles or hip circles. Knee goes out to the side and back in. Really working those hips. Let's take one more each side. And we're going to stretch your quad, reach your right leg back, grab onto that ankle. You can giving your right quad a nice stretch, stand up nice and tall on your hips so you really feel the front of your psoas and quad stretch. And let's switch sides. Stretching your left quad, pull up nice and tall, knee drives towards the floor. And shake it out. Awesome work. Come to the back of your mat. Feet are hip width apart. Reach, inhale, arms find the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, lower your hands down to the mat. We're taking burpee walkouts. Inhale, crawl all the way out to a high plank. Drop those hips. Exhale, low row, left arm up, down, right arm up and down. No weights, just finding your balance here. And then slowly bend the knees, crawl the hands back towards your feet, roll all the way up, repeat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend down. Start to pick up the pace since we're moving and warming up a little bit more, taking those low rows out in that high plank. Challenging yourself to not move your hips too much. That's why your feet are about hip width apart. If they are rocking and rolling, you can have them a little bit wider than hip width apart. Good, keep it going. As you take those low rows, really hug your elbow in towards your rib cage so it doesn't flare out to the side. Good, squeezing your upper back. An option to move a little bit faster. Breathing through it. Good, take your time. Use that breath. Let's take one more. Good, come out to that high plank, take those rows and hold the high plank still. Hold, 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 squeeze your core. And child's pose, awesome work. Catch your breath, hips back, stretch those arms forward. Alrighty, we are gonna work your left leg, so when you're ready, lay all the way down on your mat on your right side. Bend your knees and then stretch and extend your left leg out to the side. You're gonna flex your foot, lift your left leg up to hip height, and now you're gonna lift it up and around for a half circle towards the front diagonal. Drop the toe, lift the heel, and then lift up and around back to the side. Toe tap, lifting up. So you're making a small half circle, lifting that leg slightly in front of you, and then back out to the side. Good. And I want you to be internally rotated here. So really try to focus on dropping your left toe and lifting your left heel. Stretching that left leg as long as you can. Good. And as we work this left leg, your outer thigh and outer glute, I want you to also think about gently holding your core. Your head's relaxed, you're laying all the way down, but your core is engaged. Nice. And let's take one more, hold it out to the side. Lift your leg up to hip height, and now we're gonna bend and flex that knee in towards your chest and straighten it out. So we have a parallel knee and foot here, facing directly into the side. Instead of dropping down, pull that knee in and extend it back out like you're pressing that wall away. Good. Control that leg, keep it nice and level at hip height. And try not to droop that knee. So imagine like you can balance a cup of water on that knee. Nothing moves. All right, now turn the leg back into the side. We're gonna pulse it up, little pulses. Good, toe drops, heel lifts. Pulse it out to finish. Stretch that leg. And last one, good, tap it out. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna work that right inner thigh. So go ahead and stretch that right leg, lift your left knee up and over. So you're in a cross position, your left knee's on the mat. Flex your right foot and start to lift that right leg up by squeezing the inner thigh and lower, little lifts, lift and lower. Again, nothing moves except for that right leg. If you take a look at that leg, that inner thigh should be facing the sky. Stretch it long and strong. Good, and that left hand can go wherever feels comfortable. Could be to your hip or on the mat in front of you for a little extra support. Totally up to you. Just think about having a nice long, straight right leg. Feeling this in your inner thigh. Good, now let's hold the leg up, point the toe, and you're gonna give me small circles in one direction, about the size of a quarter. Keeping that right leg hovered. And let's switch directions, small circles in the other direction. All right, hold it out to the side and just pulse it up, right up to the sky, little pulses. Keep the toe pointed, keep the leg long. Good, pulse it out, hold, and gently lower. Awesome work. Go ahead and lay all the way down flat on your back. Feet are planted on the mat, hip width apart, and your hands can reach your heels. So make sure your heels are close enough. Start to lift your hips up high for a glute bridge, and lower, tap the hips down. Lifting the hips high, and lower. Good, keep it going. As you lift, melt the rib cage in, knees drive forward, and lower down. Take a deep exhale. Release that rib cage together. Good, core in tight. Palms are nice and flat on the mat. Squeezing both glutes. Awesome. Lift, squeeze, and lower, tap it down. Keep it going. One more. Hold the hips up high. And we're going to pulse it out. Little pulses here. Squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. Keep them lifted. Hips are slightly tucked. Little pulses. Awesome. Hold it still. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And gently roll through the spine. Lower down. Hug those knees quickly into chest. Just rock from side to side. Give your low back a nice massage on that mat. And plant the feet back down on the mat. Your arms come behind your head. Interlace those fingertips, elbows wide, and stretch your right leg out in front of you. Flex the foot, hover the leg. Inhale, and then exhale, bend your knee, point your toe into tabletop. Inhale, lengthen and flex. So bending your knee into tabletop, and then lengthening and hovering out. Good. Again, take a deep exhale, melt that rib cage together, lace up your corset, and press your low back into the mat. Good. If it's too much with your hands behind your head, elbows wide, you can always have your hands down by your hips or maybe underneath your tailbone for a little extra support. And we're just adding a little ankle coordination here. So flex, stretch, point, bend. Nice. Hips are nice and square. Let's take one more, and we're adding a crunch now. Keep it going. Lengthen out, exhale, bend, and crunch as you come into that tabletop with that right knee. Good. If it's too much with the crunch, just keep it going with your head down on the mat. Coordinating the upper and lower body, upper and lower core. Those hips nice and stable. Keep pressing your belly button in towards your spine. Let's take one more. And let's stretch that right leg up to the sky. Gently grab onto the back of that leg. Flex that foot for an added stretch. Just giving that right hammy a nice stretch. Good. And grab onto the back of that knee, calf, or ankle. Gently pulling that leg closer towards your nose. Gentle hammy stretch. Awesome. Plant your foot back down on the mat. And take crunches here. crunches, lifting up and down with your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale down, exhale, lift and crunch. Good. Again, pressing that low back onto the mat. Crunch it out. Awesome. Belly button in towards your spine. Keep it going. Let's take one more and lower down. All right, let's switch sides. Extend your left leg out in front of you, flex the foot, and then right away bend the knee to tabletop, point the toe. Inhale, extend, long. Exhale, bend, tabletop, and point. Melt that rib cage in, melt your belly button in towards your spine, and take your hands wherever they feel comfortable, either behind your head or down by your hips, totally up to you and your body today. Good, keep your back nice and flat, try not to arch your back. Make sure there's no space between your low back and the mat. Now option to stay here or add that upper body crunch next time you bend into tabletop. Inhale out, exhale, lift and crunch. Whatever you did on the other side, or if it's too much to crunch, just keep your head on the mat. Let's take one more and extend that left leg long, lower the head, stretch that hammy, flex that left foot as hard as you can for an added stretch. Grab onto that back of that leg or your ankle, whatever feels good. And with every exhale, try to get half a centimeter lower. Just a little bit lower each time. Awesome. Now bend both legs into tabletop. Feet are hip width apart. And lift for bicycles. Good. So lift the head, neck, and chest. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Bicycle it out. Twist and twist. I want you to take a deep exhale each time you twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Nice, and hug your knees into your chest, shake it out. Rock from side to side if that feels good. All right, rock and roll up to a seated position. Now we're gonna roll over onto our left side and work that right outer thigh and outer glute. So start laying all the way down and extend that right leg nice and long, flex the foot. Right away, turn the leg in, lift it up to hip height, drop the toes, lift the heel. And here we go with our half circles. Lift that right leg up and over right in front of you. And right back out to the side. Good. Lift up and over. Good. So the more you want to challenge yourself here, the bigger you can make that half circle. So that leg can go all the way in front of your belly button if you have the balance and the strength, or you can go right in front of that left knee, like a mini half circle. Totally up to you and your body today. Whatever you can manage without rocking and rolling in that upper back or lower back. Try not to move your torso. Keep it all in that outer thigh and squeeze your core. Good. Keep that leg nice and long and slightly turned in. Toes down, heel lifted. Toe tap to the side, toe tap to the front. controlled. Let's take one more. Meet me out to the side. Parallel the leg, flex the foot. Now start to bend the knee in towards your chest and extend and lengthen right back out to the side. Good. Try not to let that knee open or close. Keep it right at hip height, bending into your chest and extending out like you're sitting right in a chair. Feel your glute and upper hamstring start to fire up more in this position. Keep that leg nice and controlled. Think 2 counts in and 2 counts extend. Let's hold the leg out to the side, drop the toe and just pulse it out. Long straight leg to the side, heel lifted, toes down, little pulses. Pulse it out to finish. Awesome, tap it out. Nice work. All right, stretch that left leg, working the inner thigh. Cross that right knee over in front of you. Your hips are crossed. Flex that left foot. And we're gonna start to lift that left leg up and lower. Here we go. Lift and lower, working that left inner thigh. So we're crossed here, so the only thing that's moving is that left leg. Try to keep it long and strong, and you should feel this in your left inner thigh. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Try to squeeze and hold for a beat each time you lift. Awesome. Let's hold this next one up, point the toe, and give me small circles in one direction. Very small. About the size of a quarter. Keep that leg hovered. Try not to bend it. Circle the entire leg. And let's switch directions. Small circles in the other direction. Toe is pointed. Great, hold it out center and just pulse it up and down to finish. Little pulses. Pulse that entire leg, squeeze that inner thigh. Hold and gently lower, shake it out. Awesome work. All right, working our upper body. Hands and toes come out to a high plank. Flip over. Uneven push-ups. Here we go. Reach your right arm on the diagonal slightly in front of you and give me one push-up there. Drop the hips, elbows wide, come back to a high plank. Now switch. Left arm, slight diag in front of you, one push-up, back to a high plank. Good. Keep it going, alternating from side to side. Uneven push-ups. Hips are dropped. Squeeze those glutes. Back is strong. And right away, if this is too much on your toes, you can go ahead and take these push-ups on your knees. Hips are slightly tucked in that modified push-up position. Good. Keep it going. Shoulders stay nice and strong. Pushing up from side to side. Awesome, and core stays involved here. Keep lifting that belly button in towards your spine. Let's get one more push-up on each side. Good. And when you're ready, let's hold a deep high plank. Drop the hips, hold and squeeze. And take it to your knees. Take your weight back to your knees. Stay nice and lifted and tilt the upper body slightly forward. Palms press up behind your hips. We're taking tricep pulses here. Arms are straight, couple inches back from your hips, and just pulse that air. Pulse those arms as fast as you can. Palms slip up to the sky. If it's too much on your knees, you could always sit down on those heels. Chest stays nice and proud, and you should feel this in the backs of your arms. Those triceps stay strong. Glutes are reaching back towards your heels in a long diagonal. Try not to round that upper back. And make sure your chin stays away from your chest. Good. Pulsing as fast as you can, pressing that air back behind you. Core in tight. And hold and squeeze, hold it still, and shake it out. Good. We're gonna lay all the way down on our stomachs, feet are hip width apart, point the toes, and stretch the arms out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift both the upper and lower body by squeezing the glutes. Hold and hover. Now raise your right arm and left leg a couple inches above your hover and lower down, and let's switch left arm, right leg, and lower. So slow swimmer here. You're staying in that hover and just lifting opposite arm and opposite leg, couple inches above your hover. Squeeze your glutes. Reach the arms and legs nice and long behind you and in front of you. Good, and let's keep the focus down, but keep your chin away from your chest. Make sure the back of your neck stays nice and long. Good, now option to stay here and move a little faster in that swimmer. Swim it out. Paddling the arms and legs as fast as you can. Hold and hover, make yourself nice and long. Good, we're here to finish. Keep it going, swim it out. And hold everything still, hold and hover, squeeze, 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 and lift. One more inch, and gently lower down. Awesome work. We're gonna take some time to stretch it out. Meet me in child's pose. Hips back towards your heels, reach the arms long. Stretch your back. Catch your breath and reach your arms over to the right side, hip shift to the left. And let's switch sides. Crawl your hands over to the left, hip shift to the right. Come back center. And come up nice and tall on those knees. We're going to take a camel stretch. Hands come to your low back and reach your chest up to the sky. Little back bend, opening up that upper body. If you'd like to go a little further, press your hands towards your ankles, opening up your chest. Hips press slightly forward, gaze up towards the sky. Good, making sure we're breathing. Gently come on out of it. One hand to your low back, other hand to your low back, and come on up to all fours, hands and knees. Moving into cat-cow right away. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. Moving that spine, cat-cow. Good, and then let's lengthen out. We're gonna come to a pigeon, stretching your left leg in front of you, left side pigeon. Option to come to your forearms or crawl those hands out in front of you. Just breathing deeply, opening up our hips. Letting yourself just melt into the mat. Slowly come out when you're ready. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Right side pigeon. Knee out to the side. And make sure that back knee is facing the ground. And again, you can stay up on your hands or come to your forearms or crawl those arms in front. Whatever feels good here. Melting down, opening up that right hip. Trying to keep those hips nice and square. And when you're ready, come up to your hands if you were on your forearms. And let's go ahead and come out into crisscross. Give me a shoulder roll going back. Take a deep breath in and out. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for taking this week's class. And I'll see you again next week.